Hey guys, it's me again, and we're going to be working on something. I told you yesterday that we'd be working on this piece of wood, but I'm actually going to be. I sanded it down because it had some little dark spots, so I sanded that down. Let me see if you guys can. I'm going to tilt you just a little bit so you can see the wood. There we go. So you can see the wood. So, um, we're going to work on some stuff today. So I'm going to show you how I make like the leather mask because we're going to add a leather mask to this one. And a lot of times I'm not sure. I'm like, okay, I'm going to add a leather mask, but who knows? So see this right here, you see how that face is in there? This is a piece I did, and I didn't add anything other than just the leather. So I'm going to show you how. Look at that. Oh, it looks like a little man on a tree. It's like a tree bark, doesn't it? I like this color. I like this leather. This is a really nice leather. And so I'm going to show you how I made this face in leather, how I brought about that, was able to do that face. And I used this guy right here. Oh, genie, genie of the lamp. No. So I used this guy to make it. And this is my glass bald head that I've had for a while, and I really like it. I was glad to get it. And I just used some leather. And right now, the leather is getting wet. I soaked the leather and letting the leather soak in water so that it'll get a little pliable. So I kind of soak the leather in water, and then I have some other things that I use with that. And so we're going to do that. But I'm going to show you a few more things that I did during the creative quarantine, a few more pieces of artwork. I have, I think it's these. These are neat. These are two, and they're totally different from what I usually do. And this is actually, I'm doing a series, and it's called the Alone series. And I did the alcohol resist on this and just absolutely loved, loved, loved it. And so I'm going to do it. I'm doing an entire series that's called the Alone series. And as you can see, there's this tree. There's just this tree, and then there's an individual in the tree. You can see him over here, over there. And what I'm doing is I'm making sure that he stays connected to the tree. So the whole time he'll always be connected to the tree. And this is a part of my Alone series. And so I really like it. And I took this because I used to do a series of just trees with leaves. And so this was a piece that I had already drawn on some years ago. And so I decided, oh, let me bring those up since I've already drawn on them. And then here's the second one. And you can see this guy, he's kind of, he's right here, but he's sitting, but you can see he's still connected to the tree. And so, like I said, a lot of times I get these and I'm not sure what direction that they're going to go in. I just start drawing them and letting them do whatever they're going to do. And so this is kind of the direction these pieces took on their own. So it's really, really neat. And this is also a piece that I did during the creative quarantine. And so, like I said, there's several different, I had so many different styles. Thank you, that I was doing. So this was totally outside of what I usually do, but I just absolutely love it. So I'm actually going to be doing an entire series called the Alone series that deals with this. For me, it's connecting to the earth and connecting and staying connected because he's literally all the images will be connected to the tree. They won't be sitting outside of it. They'll stay connected somehow to the tree. So I'm really, really looking forward to doing this particular series. So right now I have two pieces. What's that? Lovely. Oh, thanks, thanks. And so right now I have two pieces, but I'm looking to expand that particular series. So definitely stay tuned because I'll be doing some of those in the evening with you guys. I'll be doing some of those Alone series in the evening, and we'll do some alcohol resist. And I'm just going to, and I think I'm just going to keep them all this size because I think this is a nice size. So I think I'm going to keep them all this size. And this is a really nice piece of canvas. I can't, I'm like, where did I get this canvas from? But this is a really nice piece of canvas. The board is really nice. So I think I'm going to keep them all this size and have an entire series, but I might do a couple of large ones on canvas as well. But I really love, love, love that. And so I might do a few large ones, but for the most part, I'm going to do them in that size, and then I'll probably do a few larger canvases. But I want to make sure I find that kind of canvas because there's just something about that canvas that had a nice feel to it. And you'll know, like artists are kind of, we're tactile. We like touching things and like the feel of things, and even our canvas is like has a feel to it. And I tell people it's like when I'm doing wood pieces, I have to touch them to kind of get to know it better. It's like I'm trying to get to know my wood better. And so sometimes I have to go, I'll have wood sitting upstairs in the studio and I have to go around and touch it, just to kind of get a feel for it and see what direction it wants to go in, and that's like with this one. So I'm going to actually add a mask to this one as well. And so we're going to actually create the mask tonight that's going to go on this one. Now, how the mask is going to turn out, I don't know, but I chose a leather, a light color leather. But whether or not it stays the light color, I don't know. I might paint it. I have these really cool leather. These are really cool leather paints right here. They're acrylic leather paints, which is really, really nice. And I love those. I forgot. I picked these up when I was in. I think I was in Vegas, and I went to a Utrecht store because we don't have one out here. So I went there and picked up some really cool paint, leather paint there. Mm, I'm just drinking some water, and let me tell you this, if you're in the studio and you have water, make sure you put your water in like a cup. Don't go around putting them in things that you use where you pour other things in. Like this looks like a cup, but it's not. Don't ever put your water in things that you use for other stuff, because some people be like, oh, I can just drink out of this cup. Don't do that. Because if you end up drinking something and it's not water, you could literally kill yourself. You can literally kill yourself. So don't do that. It's like if you're in your studio, drink out of a cup, drink out of a glass, that's actually a cup and actually a glass, because sometimes, we put things in other things. And yeah, it looks like it's easy. Be like, oh, I can just drink out of here. But, resin and all kinds of stuff looks really clear too. And that could be dangerous. So don't do that. Just bring yourself up a glass or a cup. And yes, you'll have lots of them in your studio, and you'll have to take them all back back to where they belong so you can wash them. But the nice thing is I also have a sink up here so I could wash them. I don't. I take them downstairs, but I could wash them. I could. It's a could thing. So we're going to actually work on this. I thought I had another piece to show you. I thought I brought another piece of, this one I was doing. I did some of this yesterday and I finished it. So this piece is all finished. I don't know if it's hard to see because it has metal leaf in it, but she's all done. She's all done. So I'm going to take a picture of her. And, but yeah, I love this piece. This is an absolutely beautiful piece. I love the metal leaf that I put on it, which was a lot of fun. This metal leaf was fun. I love the pattern. It's a circular pattern that I put in it, which is kind of fun. It's a fun circular pattern. So wanted to show you that one. So this one, because this is the one I was working on this a little bit yesterday with you guys. And so she's all done. She's all done. I'm like plop her over there. So we're gonna work on this guy because I think the leather is soaked long enough in the water. And sometimes I just do it with the leather and just shape the leather. And then sometimes I add a little like gel medium on the back of it just to shape it a little bit more and get it to form more. And so I might do that. It just depends on the leather. We're going to bring the leather over and see if that one, like I said, with this one, I didn't use anything. This is just, I just shaped the leather, and you can see in there, I just, had some fun shaping the leather. But some of the other ones I have used a gel medium on just to give me an even tighter face look, because I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to use this face on, this one right here. And I haven't quite figured out where I'm going to use this one yet, but I'm sure it'll go somewhere. It might just stand somewhere. I might just make it, put some medium on it and just have it as a standing piece. Ta ta ta. It might be interesting. I don't know. So that's one of the things. So I'm gonna go over and grab the leather out of the water because it's wet, and I'm just gonna leave it on here because this will be fine. That's not gonna it's not gonna damage it or anything. So let me go over and get the leather out of the bucket. Uh, there. So here you go. I have it soaking in a bucket of water, and I'm just gonna squeeze it out. We'll squeeze it out. I'm gonna squeeze the water out of it because there's lots of water in it. And this piece is like different. The leather, all the leather reacts differently. Like this leather is really, really soft. This is probably like a lamb. Beautiful, beautiful leather. I have a lot of leather because I used to make purses. I used to do purses, and so I'm just gonna wring it out because I want to get as much of the water out as I can. I'm gonna put this down here. Actually, I'm gonna put it back over here because, of course, I will knock it over. So I don't want to knock that over. I prefer not to have water everywhere and then I have to clean it up. So this is pretty wet, as you can see. Look at how wet that is. So, and then basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it on here and see how I want to line it up, because I'm not sure how I want this to line up on here. And actually, I really like this piece of leather because it's a forming leather. This leather definitely, look at that. It's already kind of easy to manipulate, and so I already love this. I already love this leather more than some of the other leather. And then I'm wondering if this is such a large piece, if I should trim it down, because this is a large piece of leather. But I also like to do fun things with, I might fold the top or something like that. Just give the top like a little bit of a fold and form in here and then form in here. And then the other thing I do is, because basically to form it, I just rub it to form it. So rubbing it to make the form. So as you can see, I'm rubbing it, and I don't know if you can see that, but I'm rubbing it to kind of make the eye form. And you can kind of see the eye forming in there from just me rubbing it. And that's basically what I do is I rub it to make the different forms that I'm looking for. And like I said, I really like this piece of leather because it forms very nicely. And one of the things I do, I'm going to take this, but I think I am going to add some gel medium because like I said, this is a very soft leather. It's similar to the other leather because this was soft, not the same kind of softness, but this is a very soft leather. So I'm going to add the gel medium just so as it dries, it'll stiffen it up because I want it to be a little stiffer, because this is still going to dry soft. So I'm going to take it down, and in order to add the gel medium, I have to do a few things. I add a plastic wrap because I don't want the gel medium sticking to my face. I don't want the gel medium sticking to my head. So I'm going to wrap my head a little bit in some saran wrap, some cling wrap. So I'm going to wrap the head a little bit in cling wrap because I don't want like I said, I don't want the gel medium sticking to it. And I'm being very careful because I want to make sure I get the form of the face. So I want the cling wrap to clean properly, and because I want to get the mouth and all those kind of things. So I want the cling wrap to go and form onto the face. So that's what I'm doing. So there. So the cling wrap is forming onto the face, and then I'm going to go on the other side because this will go a long way. So I'm going to take some more of the cling wrap, and I'm going to go the other way with it. There we go, cling wrap. So I'm going to put it on the back too because I'm sure I'll have some overage that'll occur on the back. So I'm going to take some of the back, and I'm going to cling wrap the back as well. So let's get some of that going. Yeah, cling wrap really sticks to itself. So I'm going to take this around the top and try to uncling it in all of these other areas. So we want to uncling it, and I'm going to wrap it around these ears because I don't want it to get on, I don't want the, there we go. So I didn't get my ears wrapped up. So I want to make sure that I cover my ears because I know that things will get everywhere. Trust me, I know. Because I've done this already. So I know if I don't cover it up, then it'll have just stuff all over. And I mean, it comes off, but I'd rather just prep ahead of time so that I don't have to battle with all of the other stuff. So now that I have it covered, I'm going to grab some gel medium because I'm just going to use a little bit of gel medium to cover it. And I'm going to put it on the mask part. So I'm going to grab some gel medium. So let me come over here and grab some gel medium. I'll get that, and then I will grab, I think somebody might have stolen my gloves. Let me see. But I might have, let me see. And the thing I like to spray on here is I have some olive oil spray that I like to spray on there in my gloves. So I'm going to put some gloves on because I'm going to work with gel medium, and I don't want to get it all over my hands. So I'm going to put some gloves on. Here. So there we go. Get the gloves on. And so right now, so what I'm doing right now is we're going to make the mask that's going to go on this piece of wood. And this is still pretty wet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. Now, I don't want gel medium on my piece of wood, so I'm just going to take this little bag, since I have it right here, and I'm going to put this on the bag because I don't want to get gel medium on my wood. I don't mind getting water on it because that'll dry, but I definitely don't want gel medium on it. So I'm going to lay this out over here like that. There we go. And then I'm going to put gel medium on here, roll my sleeves up a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and open this up because this is our gel medium. Yes, I have a big bucket gel medium. And so I'm going to rub the gel medium. Well, actually, before that, I'm going to spray this. That way I don't pick this up with all of the gel on it. So I'm going to spray this. This is my, oh, okay. Don't want to spray it all over my computer, but I did. So, and then I'm just going to rub this on here. And I use, believe it or not, I use olive oil. And I like using olive oil. One, because it makes my studio smell delicious. And two, it works. I like it better than Pam. I don't even know what Pam is, but I know it's olive oil. So I like using this olive oil spray whenever I'm doing this kind of thing. And then I just put it on, here, and it works really nicely. So I just spread it out and rub it around the face. And you know, even though it is already covered with the wrap, I like to put that olive oil on there and cover it. And so now I'm ready, and I'm going to spread on here. As you can see, I'm going to take that on here. This is the leather. So I'm going to spread on this leather. I'm just going to put some gel medium on this leather. So I'm going to take some gel medium and, you know, it's pretty thick. So I'm going to rub gel medium all around this leather, even though I don't need, all of these pieces of this leather do not touch the mask. I'm still going to try to rub gel medium on the whole thing. I'm going to just rub gel medium on all of that. Probably not this little tip, because I know this little tip isn't touching anything. But I'm going to rub gel medium pretty much on this whole piece of leather as to form my mask. And see, I got my gloves on, and I'll keep my gloves on through the duration of putting this on this right here on the mannequin head, because I'll get it all over my, if I don't, I'll get the gel medium on my hands, which is okay, but I'm trying to, yeah, I'll just come all the way up with it. We'll come all the way up with it. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to paint this piece of leather or not, so I'm not aware or sure about whether or not I'm going to paint this piece of leather. So, but I'm going to wipe some of this gel medium off because I don't want it to, since I don't know what I'm going to do with the piece of leather yet, I prefer not to get gel medium all over the front of it. So I'm just going to wipe my hands down a little bit to get some of that gel medium off so that I'm not putting a ton of it on the front. Now I'm going to go ahead and close my gel medium up because things will dry out. And I prefer that my gel medium did. So we're going to go ahead and sit that down there. Sit that down there. And we're going to bring our mask back over. So I'm going to go ahead and put that over there. And we're going to bring our mask back over. And then I'm going to move this here. And I'm going to bring this over here. So here we go. Now we have our mask. And I'm just rubbing his face. And I'm going to take this. My sleeves keep going back and forth down. So now I'm going to take this piece. Now I'm going to take this because it's all covered in gel medium. And like I said, the reason I put gel medium on it is so that it will dry a little stiffer than it was planning on drying. And now I'm trying to see if I want to go this way with it or what direction I want to go in it. And I think I want to have that little bit of a tail. So I'm going to come this way with it and I'm going to plop it this way. So there. So that's how I'm going to do it because I want to have that little bit of a tail down at the bottom of it. And then I'm going to take it and I'm just going to do the same thing. But you can see with the gel medium, it's spreading out and it's sticking to the face, which is what I want. And then that way, and I'm going to bring it up because I'm going to do something funky with the top. So I'm going to bring it up this way because I want the top to have some funky little things happening. And that's the other reason I wanted to use the gel medium because the gel medium will make it stick more to the face. So that way I can kind of manipulate things a little bit more than if I didn't have the gel medium. So, and now I'm going to do the same thing where I rub the eye space because I want to form where I want the eyes on the eye space. So you can see I'm creating the eye face indentations right here. So it's gripping and hugging. And I'm going to, you know, sort of work around the nose as well, work around the nose. And now what I like to do is I like to add a rubber band across the top while I'm working because that'll hold this in place without me having to hold it in place. So there we go. So I'm just going to add a rubber band here and this will hold this part of it in place for me so I don't have to do it. I don't have to hold this in place. So there we go. Even though I think it's doing a nice job holding itself in place because I put that I put the whatchamacallit on it. And I do run like here, which is kind of cool. I can put things like this to help me secure the, help me keep the eye sockets down. I can put things like that. And then I can take a rubber band. I'll show you. I can take a rubber band and put a rubber band around there. So I'm going to move these and I'm going to put another rubber band here Only this time I'm going to put some little things in the eye socket to kind of hold where I want the eye. So I'm going to put these here in the eye sockets like that. So I'm going to put some eye sockets in. And as you can see, I'm going to put another eye socket in. Somebody's calling me. So hold on. We're going to answer the phone. Hey, Karen. So say that again. Hold on. Karen's on the phone, guys. Oh, where? I think I lost it. Okay. So Karen, are you still there? Oh,
You have me on speakerphone?
yeah, you're on speakerphone and we're live.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious? I didn't mean to call you while you were live. I was just calling to say hi.
Oh, I'll be done in a second. I'm just doing a quick So we'll be calling Karen back. So Karen and I could chat.
I cannot with you.
Huh? We're gonna call Karen back so we could chat.
I cannot believe I'm on live talking to you.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Goodbye.
What?
Oh, I love what you're doing. I'm watching you right now. This is way cool.
Karen's watching me, guys. It's fun when other people are watching. And so,
yes,
look at that. There we go. So we got eyeballs. We got the eyes in. Now these eyes aren't going to stay in. I'm just using them to indent.
Right.
So,
wow.
And then we're going to start forming the nose here because we're going to, like I said, this mask, Karen, you're silly. We're going to use this mask for this new piece. So there, we're going to put this nose right here. And I'm going to just take another rubber band because like I said, I like using rubber bands to help me form these because until the glue and everything starts taking, it's nice to have these little rubber bands to help me form what I'm looking at. So you can see that right there. So now I have the nose in and I really like what's happening here. It's like he's got this old sort of feel to him, which is nice. Nice. So I'm going to lift this rubber band up a little bit. Actually, I'm going to take these gloves off now because the other stuff is not going to stick to my fingers. And actually, I can reuse these, which is nice because there's nothing on them. So reusing. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to push that in. I love this. Actually, I love the little eye things. He looks almost like a time traveler from another place, right? Cool.
Yeah, he does.
So I really like that. It's almost steampunkish, isn't it? So I actually might end up gluing those to his gluing that to him. That's the beauty of doing stuff like this because you just never know what you're going to do and how it's going to turn out. So there we go. I just want to get his nose how I want it. And yeah, I really like this. I think he's got this whole mystique about him. Definitely got and I don't even know if I want to put a mouth in him. I'm thinking I might just want to leave him like this. So, which is kind of awesome. I'm thinking I might want to leave.
Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil collection.
It might be, you know, it's like, but I love I'm like this little thing sticking up on the way his head is, have that part kind of perched up there. I'm trying to see how I really want that to go because there's so many different directions I could go with that. What do you think, Karen?
That is very cool. It's very cool.
I'm trying to see how I want to shape that top of his head, which is kind of neat.
I don't know.
I don't want to go this way. Look, I don't want to go this way. Say that again. Say that again.
Like with other things.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't want to go this way. This looks way Ku Klux Klan-ish.
Yeah, no.
So I think I want to. I like having the double one, which is kind of interesting. Yeah. So I think I might keep it this way because I kind of like that. Yeah. I like
that. I love that look right there because it almost looks like hair.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a mohawk. Mhm.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It does have sort of like a mohawkish look to it. So I do like
Yeah.
that. And yeah, and I'm thinking it's like he's from someone from like another time, or one of the
Yeah.
sci-fi movies or something, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And
And I
so
like his cheekbones. His cheekbones are
right in
pretty
here,
cool.
yeah, yeah, those are really cool. That's what I'm like totally digging about, like how his nose is
Mhm.
sitting. And then I'm like, actually, even when I do it like this, it's almost like he has a little mustache. You see it?
Yeah.
It's so I
Mhm.
think I
I
might add
do.
another.
Yes, I see
You
it.
see it
This is
right there?
so
So it's
cool.
almost like he has a mustache, which I do like that. I do like that. And so I think I'm going to, like, think I'm going from the wrong direction because I'm going this way. So I think I might actually add another rubber band to kind of create that right there, is what I'm looking at. That sort of mustache
Mhm.
feel to him, because I really like that little where it looks like he has a mustache. So he has this sort of mystique look about him. So I think I'm going to add another.
I'm jealous. I want to do that now.
You can always come live with me and we can make one.
And
You can always come live with me and it'll be the Karen
yeah.
Louise show.
Hey, with Laverne and Shirley.
There
We're
you
gonna
go.
do
See,
it.
there you go. It could be like the whole Laverne and Shirley thing happening. So let's go and let's have a look. Oh, yeah, look at that. You see it? I like that. I
Yeah,
like what's happening with that. Look at his face.
yeah, that's really hot. I
Okay.
love, 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 love,
Right. I like that. So
love.
so we're gonna let him dry. And you know what I like, Karen? It's like he's got some wrinkles in here. You see those wrinkles on his face?
I did.
I
Oh,
like that
so cool.
because it looks like he's got a few wrinkles. I'm getting glue all of the gel medium on my show on my sleeve. So okay, so that's where we're going to leave him right here, and we're gonna let him dry. And so tomorrow we're gonna see what he looks like, and then we're gonna work some more on here. So I think that's it for today. That's quite a bit, I tell you. I tell you. I
Mm.
think that's quite a bit
All right,
for
well,
today.
ciao.
What? You gonna hang up on me now?
Yeah, you can call me back. Bye.
All right, see you, Karen. So I
Bye.
think this is it for the day. I think this is where we're going to go ahead and end. But this is going to turn out really cool. So we'll look at it tomorrow and see how that looks. And actually, I think I'm going to add these. I'm going to set these into his face tomorrow because I really like having those colored pieces in there. And so we'll just see how we'll go about setting these color pieces into his face tomorrow, because I'm not going to set them into his face now. I could, but I think I'm going to use a what is it? I might use a contact cement or something like that. But there's some other things I'm going to do with them. So stay tuned tomorrow and we're going to see how this guy develops tomorrow. But he looks pretty awesome. He looks pretty awesome. So definitely tune in tomorrow and we're going to see how he develops when we come back tomorrow. So I will see you guys. Bye.